Questions on the table, from vision down to bottom line, we make it all more stable. Welcome to the boardroom glow, where strategy meets what you know. Clear inside every episode. Step in, let your business grow.
Hello everyone, this is Steve Fleetwood here from Star Business Consulting, and today we're going to talk about 12 key strategies for sales hypergrowth. Number 4, for the top line revenues for your organization. So below we've got here the first 3, and number 1 is master evaluation of your industry, market, clients and customers, and if you can, future trends and forecast. Number 2, be consistent in your dealings with your clients and staff, so the experience is very consistent with them. And number 3, which we covered off recently, best value to your customers and clients. And you can just click on the link below here on the podcast or on our blog. So let's begin with number 4, focus on outstanding service. A fundamental principle of human psychology, which you're aware of, is that everyone needs to feel unique and special, and you can fulfill some of this with your organization. So you're aware of How to Win Friends and Influence People, the famous book, and how there is a fundamental and foundational need at a psychological level for everyone to feel unique and special, and you can fulfill this need utilizing exceptional or excellent customer and client service. So there is a bond through the experience, and this will generate a first choice in your client's inner psychodynamics for choosing your product or service, and will generate even more what we call profitable loyalty. So outstanding service is not about lip service. It is a fundamental core aspect you want to build into your organization, so that it's deeply embedded, imbued and embodied through your organization out through to your clients and markets and your customers. So this will mean looking at your clients and customers' needs, wants even further. So refer back to number 1 key strategy, understanding your industry, market, clients' needs and wants at quite a deep level. And an offshoot of this is always follow up with your clients and customers through a phone call or through an email. Don't leave them hanging, waiting for a response. So in my first company, an investment advisory company, we would send out quarterly statements and we'd go through the returns, the research for the individual financial instrument and the indexes and forecasts. And then with that would be a summary letter from myself called From the Desk of Steve Fleetwood, and I would cover off from the economy, world markets, future forces, fiscal and monetary policy and so on. Thus keeping them up to date on relevant forces which may affect their financial structure, financial strategy, investment strategy, and finally the investment selection and the financial instrument that we employed to achieve their financial and lifestyle goals. And one of our philosophies was always have a response rate within 24 hours. And we didn't have to advertise, but we grew 20 to 30% year on year over a decade. And this has all come from brand building, networks and referrals, and we based around exceptional customer service and client service for them. So we're well aware how to build that for your organization. And one of the offshoots is that a client and customer centric business model thrives even better in a downward market and downward industry, or at the top end as the market matures, right? So you've got these cycles that go like this. Yep. So at the moment we're at the top of the cycle on the way down, and the simplest, easiest way to recognize that is rising interest rates with the government, with monetary policy, the brakes and the gas gas for the economy, trying to slow it down via increasing interest rates to slow inflation down. Also, you'll be able to start to charge a little bit of a premium for your product or service because you start to become differentiated. And if you are in an undifferentiated market with your product or service, this is one of the key top 3 strategies you must employ because you don't have an undifferentiated product or service. Okay, so this would be in your top 3 strategies to differentiate it in an undifferentiated market, or basically a red ocean market for you. And thus you'll have less and less price sensitive clients. I might go over the 7 sales sensitivities. I've done a blog on this about 2 years ago. It's probably due for an update, so I might do that shortly. And I want to touch on not-for-profits, on how to get funding as well, and that will dovetail that into that as well. I was walking along the beach every morning as I think about what I need to do, and sparks of inspiration for these blogs and vlogs to help you out. Just remember, so no economy, no services. So we want to help out Australia in the world economy, and to do that, you need to do that at the grassroots level, and that's what we're trying to do here for the SMEs, sub $500 million companies. And we are trying to engender and garner more innovation, more entrepreneurial spirit through your organization, as well as using MBA plus level structures and strategies as well to make your business very efficient and effective in the marketplace, so you can compete at both ends, at an entrepreneurial level and normal MBA plus structural component or structural consulting level. So you get a twin prong or triple prong attack into your business to improve it, so you leap ahead faster than anyone else in your market industry. And that's what we're trying to do here at Star for you. So as you improve your level of customer service through exceptional service, you'll start to lead the market. So it starts internally, and then you'll go out to your customers, and they'll go into the market and go into the industry. So you're going from an expert to the expert, which then again improves your brand power, which then improves your earnings power and therefore your equity value. Once you've established at this level, becomes what's called a valuable, rare, and non-imitable resource for your business, and then again increasing the value of your business. That's what we mean by equity value, and naturally its profits as well. They are co-linked, they're meaning the same thing but from a different point of view. So equity value is the summation of all the earnings power and increasing the value of your business, of all the different components that add up to that equity value, right? So you're the lead of the business. Choose wisely which strategies for sales hypergrowth. So if you're in a non-differentiated market, I'd be getting onto this right now. And if you want to become a leader in the market, go from an expert to the expert, start making this a priority, especially for 26, 27. And in a downward industry or economy, this will become more and more important because you will differentiate and you will create that bond, that connection through the experience with exceptional customer service for your market, your clients and customers. Right, so businesses go out of business, and if you are capturing more and more market share due to the unique points of differentiation, remember we always say you must have at least 3. This could be easily one of those 3 for you if you haven't done it already. So see our previous podcasts and blogs for building profits and moats with best practice standards, and that will help you synergize and dovetail with this particular podcast and blog. So we're introducing a couple of new services in the next 90 days. One is business mentorship, and the other one is a email and vlog consultation service, because as you're aware, it's quite hard for us to team up all the appointment times with everyone. So if you can send in an email, a voice recording, or a vlog, then we receive that, and then we can respond within 1 to 5 days, and then you can go through it at your own pace, and you can do all your questions and not sure of, should I do it here? Should I use this strategy? What about this leadership proposition? What about this market? I want to expand into WA. I want to expand overseas. And so you can ask those questions in your own space, in your own time, and send it through to us rather than us trying to meet up 3 different timetables across Australia and so forth. So as you're aware, your number one resource in your life is time. You get 168 hours a week. That means you've got 100 hours for everything. That means your work, family, friends, hobbies, gym, everything like that. So this will leverage your time. So you're driving to work and you can just send it through. Once you've recorded it on a voice recorder or a vlog, and just send it through as you're driving or at lunch or when you're doing your planning, rather than us trying to set up 3 different time schedules with, say, 2 or 3 partners and ourselves. So we think that's a good idea, is to leverage time and technology all in one product or service to help you out for 26-27. So contact us here at Star. All our consultants have MBAs, built up their company and sold it in excess of 7 figures, and of course myself. And we're very quick, efficient. We get in, get out. We're lean, we're mean, and very effective. So thank you for listening. Steve Fleet from Star Business Consulting, and have a great day.
Early mornings, open minds, questions on the table, from vision down to bottom line, we make it all more stable. Welcome to the boardroom glow, where strategy meets what you know. Clear inside every episode. Step in, let your business grow. Let your business grow. Real talk, real change. Leaders sharing game from